no break you in, then get us every day.
Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real.
Alright, what is up, guys? We are going on just a random Saturday ride. It's me, Steve. I got my little brother back here, and Allison. Yeah, we're going for a random Saturday ride, just like a little spontaneous thing that we came up with today. Zach had a good idea to go on this loop around Richmond where we live, so should be a pretty good ride. But I figured I'd bring you guys along with us. I mean, nothing crazy. I don't really have a topic for this video, just be upfront with you. Yeah, we brought out the naked bikes, as you can see. Steve's on his Z900, I'm on my GSX-S750, and Zach's on his GSX-S750 as well. I actually copied him when I bought this bike, like 100% just copied him, because I knew that he had good taste in bikes and he knew what he was doing. Like, I knew that he bought a good bike. I kind of just copied him because I trusted his opinion and his judgment. That's really the only reason I bought this bike, because if Zach can ride it and he rides it every day and loves it, then I know it's more than enough for me. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the last video or not, but me and Steve have our Cardos linked up, which I really thought that I would hate, like hearing somebody talk all the time and like talking to each other while we're riding, because as you know, like obviously we do these videos and stuff, so. But it's really cool because you can mute the other person, like you can mute the whole group and you don't hear them and they can't hear you, but as soon as you unmute, you can hear them and talk to them. So it's super cool and handy. I really like it. It's something like I never thought that I would like. Man, it's beautiful out. Obviously I'm squidding a little bit, so we're not gonna go do anything super crazy, but we had to get out. I mean, it rained this morning, so I was supposed to go with Steve to get his adaptations on his BMW reset, because he was having some issues with his tune and bad gas, but he got that taken care of this morning. I didn't go because it was raining, but now that it's not raining, it's cleared up, it's really nice out, so we're just gonna hang out and enjoy the ride and take our time, which is normally what we do. We're normally not doing anything crazy unless we're on the S1Ks and it's just us. Oh yeah, I forgot, I need to unmute and talk to Steve. Let's see what he's got to say. What up, baby? See, it's like that. Like, I was just talking to Steve about the most random stuff, and now I muted myself so he can't hear me and I can't hear him. I mean, it's just so cool to be able to do that and be able to talk to each other while you're riding. Like, I feel like it brings a safety aspect to this. Like, when we're riding and stuff and being able to communicate what's coming up or what's going on, I just think that's so cool. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm just easily entertained, but this is gonna be a really nice scenic route that I think maybe I've brought you guys on it once, but that's it. Ooh, man, I'm gonna have to stop at a gas station to get something to drink. That's like the best thing to do in my eyes. It's like ride around and then stop somewhere and get something to drink. It's like a reward. I really need to change the oil on this thing. Dude, I love this bike. I don't know if I didn't think I was gonna love this bike as much as I do, but like, I really love this bike. Dude, I never do this on my S1K. Maybe I should. I'd look like a freaking pyramid in the sky on my S1K. But on this, I can actually stand up and just chill, which is nice for when you're trying to be comfortable for a second. Like, move around, get some blood flowing on a long ride or something. I don't know what this is, but like, there's a playground and like a little castle thing. I don't know. It's so weird. There's something on the sign right there, but you know, I'm not gonna read that. Dude, it's so nice getting out here and riding. I don't know what I'm gonna do this winter, because like this will be the second year that all I've done every single day that it's nice pretty much is get out and ride. Like, it's really gonna suck when it gets cold. Yeah, like I said, we're trying not to take it, we're trying not to be crazy. We're just trying to enjoy the ride, so I'm not gonna take these turns like a maniac and act ridiculous. Enjoying the sunshine and the company. Oh no, I lied. We definitely came down here last night. I think I'm dumb. Came down here last night, today, and then one other time I think I brought you guys down here. But maybe I wasn't recording the first time. I don't know, dog. Who cares? Like, it's crazy that I haven't even listened to any music this whole ride, because normally I have music going all the time, like pretty much the whole time. This is beautiful out here, though. Steve always takes this turn like deep, son. Watch, he'll lean off the bike right here, I guarantee it. Yep, there he goes. Let's go, baby. I'm not even leaning that far. I'm just chilling. Just watching my line, not leaning the bike too much. See, it's so much fun to just take your own ride and your own line and just take your time. Like, you don't have to go above and beyond what you're capable of to have fun. See, like, we ride like that where we know I'm riding under my capability in the spot that I know that I'm familiar with, and then back here where I'm not as familiar, we're just taking it chill and cruising. It's crazy how hard that is to understand for some people, but I don't know. I think people think that riding a bike is just as easy as hopping on it and just going, and it's not. But hopefully there's not a pop-up shower today, because it said there was going to be one earlier, but it went away, so that tells me that a chance of rain is probable. It's probable? Yeah, it's probable. Yeah, at this time we go left. I know where we're at. It's nice to ride back here where there's not a lot of cars and stuff, because I mean, I like riding towards Lexington and stuff, but there's so much traffic all the time, especially on the weekends, that it almost makes me not want to ride as much. Whereas like this, if it was like this all the time, I'd ride non-stop. And I love how, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, I love my S1K, and this is going to kind of be random, but me shifting right there just made me think of it. Manually shifting this bike is so freaking awesome. Like, that's why I love a manual car so much, is because you shift, obviously, and you can engage with the car, and that's so much fun to me. I never get tired of it. But I think that might be why, and obviously pretty much every bike like that, or pretty much every bike, what I'm trying to say, doesn't come with a quick shifter or auto blipper, like my S1K does, you know, unless you're getting to that level of a bike. And I mean, like, that price point. This bike where I have to shift every single time, I just hit a massive bug, dude. Where I have to shift this bike through every gear up and down, like, it's just so much fun. Like, the BMW does its thing super well, and for what it's made for. But this, like, for an everyday bike, just to run through the curves and stuff like that, I mean, it's freaking awesome. And having to actually manually, you know, engage the clutch every time you shift, I don't know, I'm very fortunate to have the best of both worlds. Like, to have an S1K with the quick shifter and auto blip, and then to have a bike like this where I, you know, get the other side of it where I have to shift every single time. I just love it, man. This bike is so good. Man, it's beautiful back here. I think I'd much rather ride on back roads like this than ride on the highway, to be 100% honest. Like, I never really used to be good in turns, but if you're just, like, meticulous and you learn the basics behind riding, like here, looking through the turn and stuff, and just not riding above your limit, I think the turns are more fun, to be honest. Like, the S1K, don't get me wrong, is fun to do straight line pulls and stuff, but it's such an animal to try to throw it back and forth, whereas this one just goes wherever I want it to. But hopefully you guys are enjoying seeing the Suzuki on the channel more. Like I said in the previous video, I'm just trying to keep miles off my S1K. The bike is not cheap, and the maintenance on it's not cheap. You know, the oil's not cheap. Everything about it is not, you know, the most budget friendly. So trying to ride this bike like I intended. Just put a bunch of miles on this bike, ride it every day, and keep my S1K for, there's a baby bird. Keep my S1K for car shows and stuff, and like big eventful group rides. Like, this bike is still way torquey enough and has way more power than you need for a daily bike, but it's so much fun. I am just gonna have to adjust the rear sets, because when I have my boots on, my foot doesn't fit in between the rear set and the shifter, but I think there's that. And then I wish I could make this bike GP shift, because if I can make this bike GP shift, it'd be even better. I would love the Slurpee right now, though. If there's one thing about me you all are gonna find out, it's that in the summer when it's hot, I love Slurpees. You can take that however you want, but it is what it is. I wish they would finish this. Whoa, I can't even talk. I wish they would finish this construction right here. It's been going on forever. Yars. Steve's up here trying to grab the cones. If those weren't so freaking heavy, I think they weigh like 60 pounds or something. Maybe not that much, but if they weren't so heavy, I'd just grab one and pull it. Okay, I can hear you. Oh, are we just looking at each other? I thought you were gonna wheelie. Oh. That Z900 does look good going on the road. There you go. It is so weird, like, turning the naked bikes. Like, it's so much different than the S1K. I feel like I caught at least a foot of air. Dude, a quarter inch is massive. That was a pretty good ride.